What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. It is day 3 of the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom, and I am back here on my brand new Arcanist. Let me go ahead and pick up these daily rewards, which is nice. I forgot that we were getting some of these writing capacity crown lessons, although capacity, I would prefer speed, but you know, for the stream yesterday, I actually ended up playing just a little bit longer. I wanted to get my writs unlocked so I could start doing daily writs on this character. And I went ahead and worked on a new outfit. I know the lighting's not great right now, but this is the outfit that I went with. I'm using the Gloam's Edge from the last White Strikes Mayhem event, but I want to get that Dead Keeper set. I think the Dead Keeper, especially the chest piece, looks really good. So pull it up real quick for you. Now, I'm not willing to pay 10 million gold for it or whatever, but eventually I will unlock it via dailies. I think this heavy piece just looks really good. I like that it doesn't fully cover the arms, and then it has a little asymmetry as well, the little scrolls there. And then it also seems like they've upped the resolution on armor again, so this is even higher resolution than the last set of motifs that we got. So this is where I'm headed, I think, and hopefully I'll get a little lucky and unlock it sooner than later. I also switched to these, what are they, Stonekeeper? No, Sentinel of Arcugums. The green here also matches the Arcanist pretty well, and I felt like the sort of Dwemer automaton style weapons were just a slightly better or slightly more on theme than the woodsy ones. I can't even think of what they're called now. Anyway, we are back. I am currently level 25. We are going to start pushing here and see how high we can get today. I hope we can hit 35. I'd really love to hit 35 before the stream ends. If I don't, that's going to put a lot of pressure on tomorrow. I don't know if it was realistic to think I could get to 50 in 1 week, but obviously with all the XP scrolls and getting the dailies done, it might have been in reach. I just need to stay focused and not mess around too much in Apocrypha. So daily writs, I'm going to pop, well actually I already have a scroll going and I think that's one of the good ones. So probably shouldn't spend too much time waffling on here. Hurry up and get these dailies done and then get queued for my daily dungeon. Also definitely going to pick up a fresh set of daily quests here. I think I might still be on cooldown for the Necrom reward coffer. Nope, nice. So that is another add-on, which you won't be able to see right now, but it lets you know if you're on cooldown or not, so that you don't accidentally waste your coffers and not get the rewards that you. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Looks like we got a couple people popping in here. I'm getting a little bit better at this, although I did have more internet issues today. Very low reviews for Verizon 5G. So that's 2 days in a row where basically the stream was zero quality and I had to reset everything over and over. But let's go ahead and get in this dungeon. Instant queue. There we go. I think I already did Elden Hollow 1. After the daily, I might start picking specific dungeons to queue for. I know there's still a little bit of a bonus, but I would like to get those skill points from these easy dungeons while I'm leveling up. And I just realized that I popped that Dead Keeper Mace's motif on this character. That was dumb. I probably won't ever have to craft them, but I would prefer to collect everything on my main. If we get to 28, I've got another set of leveling gear I can swap in, which will speed things up again a little bit more. I am liking the Arcanist as a tank right now. You get that class-based taunt right away, which is pretty nice. And I like this shield ability as well. Definitely going to be pretty good if you have to take a lot of damage in a boss fight. Because it does, like, it gives you, I think, a 20,000 point shield or something. Or at least right now it's giving me like a 20,000 point shield. You can absorb a lot of damage with that. Yeah, there's so much green. It's probably all Arcanists again. Let's see here. Yep, 4 Arcanists. That's also sort of the problem when we do get a new class with an expansion, is all the world bosses and stuff are a little bit more difficult because everybody's leveling up a new character and doesn't have good builds. Which we haven't had that problem in a few years. Happy to have it again. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Camdus. I'm still not the biggest fan of streaming. It's like a little too intense to try and play a game and talk at the same time and worry about all the technical stuff, but definitely wanted to give it a shot here for the start of Necrom. Well fought. Always good to sort of diversify the content as well. I only started playing ESO, it was right before the Elsewhere expansion. I had seen, I think it was an interview with one of the lead producers or executive producer maybe, and they were talking about the new dragon fights, and I just thought it looked really cool. Like they'd just done a really good job on those bigger boss fights. And then I heard that they had like someone had done some work on Dark Age of Camelot, which is an MMO that I used to play, and they were talking about the Three Realms War and how Cyrodiil worked, and I was just like, all right, well maybe this is sort of a spiritual successor to Dark Age. Unfortunately, I think I've grown out of the open world PvP to some extent. I'm mostly here for the housing and the character customization and the collection system, which I think ESO might do better than just about any other MMO. Always more that I would like to get, although I did unlock the new Facehugger hat earlier today. I didn't want to do it on stream because I think it's a little bit spoilery. It's a pretty cool quest, so definitely make sure you go check that out. You have to do the public quest, or I'm sorry, public dungeon quest for the public dungeon in Apocrypha. Oh, nice. I played WoW for a little bit too. I played from, it was the end of Legion until about halfway through BFA before I kind of got fed up with it. It was fun, but I think kind of like Final Fantasy 14 and a lot of MMOs, honestly, they just keep extending that leveling treadmill, that grind treadmill. And that was another thing that I thought was cool about ESO is like, you don't just go grind another 10 levels. There's more armor sets to collect, but technically my main is just as well equipped today as it was a week ago, despite the fact that there's a new expansion. Obviously there's, you know, potentially new combinations that might be a little bit more powerful, but you don't have to just go grind out 10 more levels, and you know, it doesn't invalidate all of the hard work that you've put into your character. But yeah, the combat in ESO was also a breath of fresh air, and I'm finding it hard to consider going back to some of those older MMOs, like the limited, you know, combat set, and then the more active combat. Just so much more fun, so much more engaging than Tab Target. I know WoW just added that, or allegedly did. I haven't actually tried out the new expansion at all for WoW, but I did for the YouTube channel. I did go back and film a couple clips in the Old Republic, and I tried to film a couple in 14, and it was painful. Tab targeting, I don't think I can go back now. As for skipping ahead, I mean, I kind of did it when I first started ESO, because like I was saying earlier, I started late. I started in Elsewhere, and I definitely did things out of order. But I think it's excusable, you know? Like, the new content is definitely better. I do like the story in ESO. I think it's pretty solid, but I would be tempted to skip ahead too. It took me a while to get back to it for whatever reason. Like, I don't know, just down in the southeast corner of the the continent, I didn't even think about it. But that's kind of the case for a lot of those, like the Q3 DLC, so to speak. They get forgotten because you can't do daily writs there, and there's, generally speaking, like not good housing options there, so there's not as much reason to go visit those areas. This is a great add-on if you're not familiar. Urich's, or I don't know how to say his name, but skill point finder. So you can just type /USPF, and then it basically shows you all the skill points that you're missing in the game. So what I pulled it open was to just see which dungeon is the most advantageous for me to run. So like City of Ash 1, Tempest Island, Celine's Web. I'm going to go ahead and queue specifically for those. So I definitely prefer YouTube. I like writing a script and having a specific topic that I'm going to cover, and I've always enjoyed, I mean, it started with Minecraft, but I would love watching someone take, 16 hours or 40 hours or however long of a build process and then distill it down into a 10-minute time lapse or whatever. So that's kind of why I started on YouTube, and I still enjoy that. I feel like I can create a much more entertaining story or tutorial or whatever. But I do occasionally hop over here, just because, I mean, I figured why not, right? Like, I'm going to be playing anyway, and if people want to tune in and watch for a little bit, then that's cool. But I don't know how much I will keep this up. It has been a lot this week, trying to get next week's YouTube video ready, and, I've had some housework and stuff to do, and also, hunting for a new job, so it's just like a lot going on this week. But staying busy, getting it done. Managed to do, this is the third day in a row now I've managed to stream, so I'm pretty proud of that. Because in the past it would be like once every 6 months I would hop on Twitch. So I make no promises moving forward, but I also think that, the sort of standard housing content, or like streaming, designing a house, would be super boring. I mean, it might be fun to do a little sort of like collaborative design, but it's mostly me just staring at furnishings and then moving them back and forth 2 or 3 pixels until I think they look good. So not the most compelling content. Yeah, I may take a stab at that. Obviously we've got a new in-room to decorate, which those are also some of the easier ones, right? Usually what I do is I pick like 5 to 10 furnishings that I really want to include and figure out where those are going to go, and then sort of build around it to flesh out the theme. So that'll probably be a good one to try. It was actually a real nightmare editing that my Hall of the Lunar Champion video because I had worked on that home off and on over such a long time period. Luckily, I mean, it was one where it wouldn't have made sense to try and go piece by piece. You know, that would have been a 2-hour-long video. Nobody would have. But it took me a while to figure out how I was going to do it and then how to move around and how to film pieces of it. So the smaller homes are definitely better, but I am running out of them, and I don't know if I want to redo any of them. You know what I mean? Like, I could take all the furnishings out and totally do it over from scratch. The other option would be to actually level up on the EU server, and then I'd have a second copy of every home to work on. Ooh, that didn't even get me a full level. Definitely slowing down. I don't know, it might be worth doing the randoms just to get that bonus XP. 10 more levels today. Might be out of reach. We're already 30 minutes in. Only gotten one, although I'll probably get a second one mid-dungeon here. Definitely love having that ranged taunt right from the get-go. If you're planning to play a tank, Arcanist is a good one. Based on like 2 things. So normally when I level up a character, I will just do my daily dungeon and my daily battleground and then log out. Like, that's the most efficient from a time investment standpoint. But I do always start with a tank build when I level up a new character, just so I can get instant dungeon queues. And I think I already picked up a fresh Battleground daily quest, so I just need to queue. Might take a minute, but with a little luck, we can knock this out pretty quick. Oh, there we go, Battleground ready. Didn't last long. Killed by all these abilities that I don't recognize. Come on, get them. Yes. I have no... Oh, no. Oh, no. Guess I shouldn't have gone for that. I think he's got me. He sticks with it. Come on, come on. Oh, that was close. That was a good fight. I think he was a little bit pretty confident we got second place locked down. We might be able to sneak a first place victory. Right, another level. That's 28. That should mean I can go swap out my gear. I'll finish this delve first though. I think there's any way I get out of here. Whoa. I do love all the new monsters that got added this time around. Like the Hushed and the Seekers. Also the like Stranger Things looking guy. Slender Man. Oh.
It's mine. All mine.
We'll get back to it in a second. Sharpest Knight is down. DPS companions, they just don't last. Savior of Necrom. So that's how you get the new mount. And I think it's going to take me a while because Hero of Necrom, not a big deal. Even these ones, not a big deal. Oh, Master Angler. That's annoying. Everybody's got to go fish. And then the Antiquarian Chase, that's going to be the painful one. That requires you to get all 3 of the new mythics. And I don't normally bother getting any of the mythics unless I want them for a build. So 9 minutes left on this scroll. I think I'm just going to go turn in a couple of dailies with it real quick.
Nothing right now. I'm impressed.
Oh, got 29. So that's 4 levels on the day. Not too bad.
I know not the purpose of this, but I appreciate your aid in gathering.
That's going to do it for right now, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. I will be editing this down. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you guys for the next one. Hope you're all enjoying Necrom. Bye for now, everybody.